So in this particular question, the first one, it says, which say the molecules show an increasing order of bond angle. So before understanding and writing the order of bond angles, just identify the actual bond angles. That's what is more important, identifying the exact bond angles. And the molecules involved in these four, what do you call these? Options. You got CH4, BF3. Now CH4 is tetrahedral. BF3 is trigonal planar. CO2 is linear. Water is bent. Yeah, so you got to put all these bond angles down here for yourself. Water, ammonia is trigonal pyramidal, 107. And some of these shapes you should start learning and remembering because they come so often. You should instinctively know ammonia is 107, water is 104. BF3, AlCl3, 120, CO2, 180, CH4, 109. So that's the idea. So the option here that seems to work is 107, 109, 104. No, that's not D. So the idea is that you got to work out and find out the shapes, angles for all of these and work that out. Now, in option number C, it's 107, then 109, and then 180. So they are increasing. And the other options, they are going aage piche. Now the second question is, let's look at this molecule. In this case here, we got these four structures drawn for us. They seem to have the same kind of bonding for each nitrogen. Each nitrogen in A, B, C, and D is making a double bond on the right hand side and a single bond. And nitrogen is in group 5, so it has 5 electrons in the outermost shell. And all the 4 diagrams shown here are making a double bond and a single bond. A double bond has a sigma bond and a pi bond. So if 3 electrons are bonded, 2 are unbonded. So meaning all the nitrogens here have a lone pair. And all of them have a double and a single bond, which means it has 2 sigma and 1 pi. The shape is only given by sigma bonds and pi lone pair. So it's 2 bonds and 1 lone pair. 2 bonds and 1 lone pair is almost like 3 bonds, but the lone pair has slightly greater repulsion. So the angle should be less than 120. That's what it is. So when you look at all these numbers, you got to remember less than 120 should be about what? 117. But they never have that. The closest thing to 117 is 120. The closest number to 117 is 120. The reason why the answer isn't 109 is because for that to happen, you'd have to have 4 bonds. Understand that a lone pair does not decrease the bond angles by so much that they become the next angle of the next shape. 109 is tetrahedral. It can't be there. The 109 can only and only be if there was another bond here. And it is all about how many pairs of electrons are around it. Sigma bonds and lone pairs. Nitrogen had 2 sigma and 1 lone pair. That's 3 pairs. 3 pairs ki basic geometry is 120 degrees trigonal planar. Yes, the lone pairs decrease it a little bit. So it should have truly been 117. But the question says approximate angle. Again, 117 is closer to 120 than it is to 109. Even if you said, yeah, okay, what about 116, 115? It's still closer to 120 than 109. Because 109 is distinctly an angle we remember is for tetrahedral. Now let's look at the next one. So in this case, histamine is produced in the body to help infection. So this is the histamine molecule. Again, in all these cases, they've given you structures, not shapes. Whenever it says smallest to largest, please be able to identify the actual bond angle. So for X, Y, and Z, all actual bond angles. And the way to find bond angles is to know the number of sigma bonds and lone pairs each atom has. So here, X nitrogen has 3 bonds and 1 lone pair, 107. Carbon in Y has 4 bonds, that's tetrahedral, 109. And Z, carbon has a double bond and 2 single, which is like having 3 sigma bonds. That's 120 degrees. And you should learn these tables. Okay, 3 sigma bond, 120, 4 sigma bond, 109.5. Now this question is about hydrides, bonds with hydrogen. So again, just write the bond angles for all these 4 shapes. BH3 is 120, CH4 109.5. C2H6 is an alkane, all angles are 109.5 because it's tetrahedrally bonded. And ammonia, is 107. So if you write C2H6, this is the structure of C2H6, not the shape, the structure. And each carbon is making how many bonds? 4. So the bond angles will be 109.5. And ammonia will be 107. So the smallest bond angle is ammonia's here. All right. Let's look at some garlic now. I love garlic. So you got X, Y, and Z. Again, don't go by how they've drawn it. This is just a structure. Now in X, notice carbon is making a double bond and 2 single bonds. That's really making 3 sigma bonds. That angle is 120. Y is also making 3 sigma bonds. Angle is also 120. And Z is carbon making 4 single bonds. 4 sigma tetrahedral, angles are 109.5. All right. So the answer that sticks around here is Charlie C. Next one. So in this question, this is a fun question to look at. It says here, in which structure are 3 atoms bonded together in a straight line? I don't want to draw all the structures out that they've given. I want to talk about the 3 atoms in a straight line. It means that 3 atoms should have a bond angle of 180. So let's talk about all the possible shapes that have bond angles of 180. There is linear, is the one of them. Then there is...
Quick pause. If you're finding value in this explanation, there's so much more to discover at Alt Academy, where we break down every A-level concept with the same clarity. Now back to the video lesson.
Octahedral and trigonal bipyramidal. This is octahedral. Here, any 3 atoms in a line can be a straight line, like these 3 straight line, these 3 straight line, these 3 straight line. So octahedral can have 3 atoms in a straight line. And which other structure? Trigonal bipyramidal. So linear can have it, octahedral can have it, and many bonds here have it. And this is trigonal bipyramidal, which is a triangular plane in the middle and bonds up and down. So here the guys up and down are at angles of 180. These guys right here. Now which molecule has this? PCl5. Which would have this? CO2 or BeCl2. Some examples of linear, trigonal bipyramidal, and octahedral is SF6. So I found one of them in the option. That's the answer. I don't even have to worry about everybody else here. I don't worry about propane, silica, silicon tetrachloride, none of that stuff. Because I'm looking for either linear, trigonal bipyramidal, or octahedral. And octahedral is right there, right here. So therefore the answer in this case is delta. Alright, next up. Now ethane burns in oxygen to produce carbon dioxide and water. Ethane is C2H6. It's an alkane. It's what we call a saturated hydrocarbon. When we say saturated, and we'll do organic later, but this is part of this also. A saturated hydrocarbon is one where there is no double bonds. When they're all single bonds, it's tetrahedral. That means all carbon is making 4 sigma bonds. Each carbon is making 4 sigma bonds. So it must be tetrahedral, angles of 109.5. And then the combustion products are CO2, which is linear, 180, and water, which is non-linear or bent or V-shape, 104. Therefore the answer is Charlie here. Next part. So here, oh my God, this is probably the easier question on the list that we're doing. What is water? Definitely not linear, so it's non-linear. And BF3 is trigonal, planar, not pyramidal. Now understand that sometimes they write trigonal planar as just trigonal, and sometimes write trigonal pyramidal as just pyramidal. You got to get the idea there from this question. All right. So the answer is delta, non-linear, and trigonal pyramidal. Then this question. This is another fun question, similar to the concept of 3 atoms in a straight line. This is atoms in a single plane. Now, it says here in which molecule has all their atoms in one plane. First of all, there are not many shapes where all the atoms are in the same plane. For example, linear is a shape that has all the atoms in one plane. Trigonal, planar by name, has all the atoms in one plane. And there is one more shape where all the atoms are in one plane. It is not tetrahedral, it's not pyramidal, it's not trigonal bipyramidal, it's not octahedral. It is V-shape or bent. Those, whenever you have 2 bonds, no matter how crooked they are, you can have 3 atoms in a plane. So these three shapes can be drawn in a way where all the three shapes all the atoms are on the plane of the board. Linear, trigonal planar, and bent. And I'm telling you this is what you got to remember. Other than that, tetrahedral, pyramidal, bipyramidal, they don't. They are out of the plane also. So here you got to remember this, that linear, trigonal planar, and bent are all three shapes where all the atoms can lie on one plane. So here, C2H4 is trigonal planar, CO2 is linear, and water is bent. These three molecules can all have all the atoms in the same plane. So the answer for this question is delta. You can also eliminate the rest of them, by the way. In A, pH3 cannot be in the same plane. In B, ammonia cannot be in the same plane. And Charlie, C3H6, which is an alkene, but there is one of the carbons is tetrahedral in C3H6. Because there's one double bond and one carbon doesn't have double bonds. That is tetrahedral, and the moment you have tetrahedral, you cannot have atoms in the same plane. So these three molecules cannot be in the same plane, therefore, the only option left really was D in the first place. This is C2H4 right here. All the atoms are in the same plane. C, C, H, 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 H. That's something that you got to remember also. Okay? Anyways, let's go ahead. This question is, histidine has, what are the angles? 1, 2, and 3. Now in 1, carbon is making a double bond and 2 single bonds. That's 3 sigma bonds. 3 sigma bonds is 120. Nitrogen making 3 bonds. It must have a lone pair, therefore. So 3 bonds and a lone pair is 107. And then carbon with 4 bonds, 109. This is how automatic it should come to you. There should be no thinking. It's automatic. It's just there. Tongue, nitrogen 3 bonds, 107. Carbon 4 single bonds, 109. Carbon a double bond, tongue 120. That's how it should come. Roll off your tongue. So 120, 107, 109.5. Answer is B. All right. Here, which molecule does not have any 90 on 180? So let's find out which shapes have 90 and 180, by the way. Which shapes have 90 and 180? Linear, trigonal, bipyramidal, and octahedral. Now C2H6 is tetrahedral. No, here is no bond is 90 or 180. It's tetrahedral. But the rest of them have, like CO2 is linear, PF. This has 180 because it's trigonal, bipyramidal. This has SF6 as octahedral. So there are many angles that are 90 and 180. So the only option left is C2H6. Now let's go to the next one. This one is A. Now, obviously you haven't done organic yet, and this will seem tricky. But when you do organic, this will become easier. But right now I want to still try this question out. So this question is talking about which of the carbons here are trigonal, planar, and tetrahedral. It's a big molecule. There are a lot of carbons in here, right? So how does one figure out tetrahedral and trigonal planar are which ones? Remember, tetrahedral will have to have carbons with no double bond. That's 4 single bonds. And the moment you have a double bond on that carbon, that will become trigonal planar. So if you want to count trigonal planar, let's find all the carbons that are bonded in the double bond. These two are, these two are, these two are, and these two are also. Now these are nodes inside a cyclic part of the organic chemistry, which we'll do later in more detail, but those are carbons in that hexagon. And so we have how many in the trigonal planar arrangement? These two that I'm highlighting right now, then these two, 4, these two, coming next is 6, and these two are 8. So you got 8 carbons in a trigonal planar fashion. So either bravo or delta. Then you're going to find all the carbons that are tetrahedral, which must be the remaining carbons, honestly. And if you count them out, how many must there be? 9. You literally count 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's how we got 9. So 9 tetrahedral and 8 trigonal planar. All right? All right. Let's look ahead. So ethanol reacts with hydroxyamine. This is an organic chemistry reaction, but they've given this molecule and asking for the shape of X, Y, and Z. X has 4 bonds, so 109. Y is a triple bond, a double bond, 120. And O, that's where people get wrong. They think that's 180, that's 109, 104, because oxygen has 2 bonds and 2 lone pairs. So 2 bonds and 2 lone pairs don't go by the structure, go by the shape. By this result, the answer for the question in terms of increasing bond angles are alpha, A.
Hey there! If you found this A-level chemistry lesson helpful, why don't you head over to our website, altacademy.org, where you can sign up for the full A-level chemistry course. In addition to chemistry, you can sign up for physics, biology, math, or 4 other A-level subjects. Thousands of students have already taken the leap. What are you waiting for?